Hey friends, it's Megan. I wanted to come on and update everyone, just because, well, you guys should know what's going on, and I just want to apologize that we're still not back on our feet. Baby, what night was it? Thursday night? I don't even know what day it is. I'm struggling. Thursday. So, Thursday night, Jenna actually had her Tang Sudo graduation. She was advancing to the next level. It was like graduation from the level she was in. So Nate was going to take her. I was feeling really off and shaky most of Thursday. And Thursdays they were getting ready to go. I was like just very shaky and felt very off. So Nate told Graydon to, sit down in the living room with mommy. I was watching TV or whatever, while he took Jenna to her Tang Sudo. I remember getting up and putting Marshall in his kennel because he was just being like zoomies and crazy puppy, and I was just not feeling right. So Grady helped me get him in his kennel, and by the time I came back in and I turned on the TV, I just knew something was really wrong. And I felt very, like my blood pressure was spiking. I just felt numb, tingly, like I just wasn't feeling good. I took my blood pressure and it was like 154 over 117. And I just remember like telling myself to breathe and whatever, relax. And I told Grady, I was like, mommy needs help. I need you to try to call Nate. And, I guess they weren't even that far away. They got on 422, like heading towards where they were supposed to go. And he had to like go and get off like the next exit and come back. But Nate had called an ambulance, because like I just knew I needed help. The ambulance got here before Nate and Jenna were able to get back. So super mad, awesome props to Graydon for being so like brave and on top of it and getting the paramedics in. I felt like I was in and out of consciousness. There's definite things that I don't remember happening. Nate said I was talking and like able to give them my medical history and like what medications I started and I'm on, but I don't really remember a lot of it. I do remember like my whole body got really, really stiff. Like my fingers were bending backwards, and like the paramedic was saying like acid was settling in from whatever was going on. I just remember like I got really scared here on the sofa, like at one point, and I had seen, felt, heard things, and I just remember going, am I going to die? Like, and I started kind of crying. And the paramedics and Nate came back in and they were like, no, you're okay. And I guess like everything was okay, but I didn't feel okay. They got me to the emergency room and, got me in and set up in a bed and got me on an IV and did an EKG and like a ton of blood work. And basically they were like, this is basically a body reaction to stress and pain. And just that I've been in so much pain for so long, like I'm just continuing to get more and more crazy, like symptoms or like episodes. I've felt completely off. I could not even come downstairs yesterday, just so shaky and tired, and like I still feel really sore. Just Nate said like my whole body just went so stiff, and like the paramedics were like telling me to like keep bending my fingers and my feet and my ankles and stuff, because I felt like I was completely being strapped down, held down, like could not feel my body. I thought I was like having a stroke. Nate thought I was possibly having a seizure, since I have a history of seizures on different birth control. The medication they have me on is non-hormonal, so they don't think it's from that. They think it's just from the prolonged, like, literal pain that I've been in. It literally has not gone below a level 5 on the pain scale of, like, 1 to 10. And then some days I feel like it's at a level 15 of 1 to 10. Thursday night, I didn't feel like I was in that excruciating amount of pain, but they said basically because it's just been so prolonged and continued that It's just like the stress and the reaction of it is what they feel. So I was really hopeful about the new doctors. We are in a major, like, frustrating situation of what insurance will approve and won't approve, and who takes my insurance and doesn't. And I've called now 5 different doctors trying to schedule a laparoscopic type surgery for a removal of the endometriosis and some of the cysts. And none of the specialists that they keep passing me to, because it is so wrapped around like my bowels, my bladder, all of that stuff, none of them take my insurance. And we even went as far as up to like the Harrisburg, Pittsburgh area, and can't get insurance approval on any of that. So we're back to the doctor that did my hysterectomy in 2019, waiting for like a call back from him, because he is able to do the surgery. He's just not wanted to do the surgery. Like, and trying to come up with other options first. But I'm at the point now where we're at almost 3 months, like since the end of August, I have kind of started the pain, started this, like not being myself situation, literally started like the second to last week of August. And then by the middle of September, the pain has just been increasingly bad. And now we're at 5 weeks of still not being able to keep down any solid food. Nate did get me like a sweet potato bowl from Wawa last night, and I did eat some of that, and it stayed down, which was really good to have like something like that. But I've been doing like protein shakes and bone broth, like, so I've been doing the best I can to stay like nourished and hydrated, but like the actual solid food is just way too much for my body to digest and process right now. Like, I just throw up. So we're at months of this. And I don't know that there's really like any major answers right now. I basically go from the sofa to bed and back, and some days like I can't even come down to the sofa. It's just too much to even do the steps. So Nate's been really amazing and helpful right now with just everything, taking care of the kids and just the everyday life stuff. In one way, I'm really thankful. This is usually my super busy time with QVC. Usually, like, I'm doing so many shows, and for whatever reason, just the way God has gone before it, like, I don't have anything right now with QVC, which in one way is such a blessing for me physically, and in another way I'm super stressed out financially, because Nate's still not able to work from his accident, and it's just been a thing. But we're staying really just focused on the healing side of things, on the family. Benson is finally home from Florida. He came home yesterday, so I'm really, really happy and thankful for that. And we're just really waiting on next steps from the doctor that originally did my first surgery, and seeing if he's going to schedule for removal. There's risks with all of it. I mean, on every side of it, there's just risks that I'm running right now. I don't know if some of those reactions are to the new Orilissa medication, or if it's just that it's progressed so long and so bad that the emergency room doctors really did not think it was a reaction based on my blood work to the medication. I mean, they did so many more tests and things that they hadn't done before. You know, they, like I said, they did like an EKG and EEG. Like, they did everything just to make sure, like, I wasn't having a heart attack, or I wasn't having a stroke, or whatever, which they pretty much ruled out. And then of course, you know, they prescribed more pain medication, and then Nate went to, I feel so bad for the poor pharmacist, because Nate like lost his crap, and he went back and apologized, but just the level of frustration and things that this has been, he went to get a pain medication filled for me, and they were like, the insurance won't approve it. She had 5 already this month. 5 pain pills, not even this month, like in the last month. And he was like, you've got to be kidding me, like 5 pain pills in an entire month, and they won't fill it. Like, that's insane. So we paid out of pocket for that But he kind of went nuts on her, so. But went back and apologized for that. But it's just been a really crazy and frustrating couple months of just not being able to like live my life. And Nate said I have a ton of color back, and I feel like even looking, I feel like that's color. Like, and he says I look better than I have. So it's just one day at a time. So I am going to go. But I did want to just give you guys the update on what is happening. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support and everything else as we continue forward through whatever the next steps of this journey are. And I, of course, will keep you posted, or Nate will keep you posted. Enjoy the moments, guys. I'll see you soon.